Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. It's Chelsea here. So today I'm really excited because I'm going to be recreating a look that Desi Perkins did on her channel about a couple days ago. It was this what she called her new face makeup techniques, and it gave her such a flawless finish, but using more minimal makeup. And also I just loved how dewy and fresh her face looked. So I wanted to recreate the look for you all. Also maybe giving you some drugstore or affordable options to some of the products that she used. And yeah, so let's just get right into the video. So we're going to start off by using, this is what she started off by using an illuminating primer. So I'm going to use the Covergirl TrueBlend Base Business Illuminating Primer. This illuminating primer really does illuminate. And it's Covergirl, so it's definitely more affordable than even some other drugstore options. I want to get some type of an illuminating base to set the tone of our dewy look. Then we're going to go in with the infamous Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Filt'r, and this is what she used as well. I'm in the shade 9, and I'm just going to pop this on the high points of my cheeks. You can use any type of illuminating liquid illuminator that you have, and essentially just put it in the high points of your cheeks and down your T-zone. So I'm going to take my Morphe M439 brush and buff that into the skin. So next we want to take a concealer and conceal our dark spots or any redness that we might have on our face. So you want to take a concealer that is more so your skin tone. So I'm going to go in with the LA Girl Pro Concealer in the shade Fawn. And we're going to cover those areas of red. I always tend to get redness around my nose, and most women do as well, because that is due to good old hormones that we have. I'm going to conceal that monster right there. And this area here. And the reason why we're concealing our dark spots is because we're not going to use foundation today. I know, kind of weird. But she said that she found that this really helped to make her look more fresh, but look more natural, because she wasn't using foundation to cover up her face. She was just using a skin tone concealer to hide the dark spots or redness or any blemishes that she had. So there we go. We've now toned down any blemishes that we have. The redness around my nose is gone, but you still see my face peeking through, and we're good to go. So now I'm going to go back in with the Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Filt'r, and I'm going to apply that back to the high points of my cheek. And this is a step that I normally do even if I'm wearing foundation. I'll put this down first, add my foundation, and add this on top, because I really want this glow to look as popping as it can be, but still look as natural as it can be. And this is where this product excels, because you're going to get such a beautiful natural glow that still really does shine through. It's not going to just look like you didn't really put any liquid highlighter on. Now I'm going to go in with the Too Faced Born This Way Multi Sculpting Concealer. I'm in the shade Warm Sand, and this concealer is not too much lighter than my skin tone, because since we're not wearing foundation, we don't want a really stark under eye, but we want an under eye that looks a little more brightened. So I'm just gonna pop a little bit here, and as you can see, it's lighter than my skin tone, but not too much lighter. I'm gonna pop it here. And if you still see some redness peeking through around your nose, or maybe just anywhere along the face, you can definitely add that concealer there as well. I'm taking my Morphe E9 brush to blend this out. And this is the same brush that I used when I was blending out my LA Girl concealer, if you were wondering. Look at that. I look fresh, but I don't look overly made up. I'm going to run whatever is left on my brush over my eyes, since my eyelids are a little bit more red, so that we can just have more of a consecutive look here. Alright, now we're going to go in with a powder very light amount of powder and just set our under eye. So I'm going in with the Fenty Pro Filt'r Instant Retouch Powder. I am in the shade Honey, and I normally don't set my under eye with this powder because it doesn't brighten my skin tone, but because, once again, we're going for a more natural look, I am going to use it. So I'm just taking the lightest amount, and I'm just going to press that under my eye. That way my concealer does not budge and move around and crease on me. You also will want to apply this powder anywhere that you tend to get oily. So I'm going to put it right around here because that's where I get the most oils breaking through. This is pretty easy, right? Not too bad. And what I liked most about this tutorial that she did was I had most of these products at home. Maybe not the exact ones that she had, but I had in some way, shape, or form most of these products, which was great. Actually, I had all of them in some way, shape, or form. So I didn't feel like, oh man, I gotta buy this before I have to recreate that. So if you have a pretty good collection of makeup, you have probably all of these products in some form or fashion at home that you can do this with. So then she took a stick foundation. She took the Tom Ford Traceless foundation, which I do have, but she also suggested that the Maybelline stick foundation would be a good alternative if that's what you had at home. Or you can use a cream contour stick as long as it's a more warm toned type of contour. Taking my Tom Ford Traceless foundation, it is a little deep for me, so that's why it does work. I'm in the shade Sienna, so as you can see, it's a little deeper than my skin tone. I took it on my hand. This is what she did. She warmed it up on her hand, then took a brush, and we're just going to apply that to the areas that we would normally bronze. So I'm just taking a little bit more of this foundation and I'm applying it to, like I said, everywhere where I would normally bronze. And then I'm going to carve out this cheek as well. So I'm going to take the product and apply it back on my hand. And just take a little bit here. And the way that I contour my nose is I like to start up here and just follow the natural contour of my nose, my brow, or underneath my brow, and right down the sides of my nose. Now let's go in for some blush. So I'm using the AOA Studio blush in the shade Bloom. So, and mind you, these blushes are $1 and they perform amazingly. You can get them from Shop Miss A. So I'm just going to dab my blush brush in here, and then I'm going to apply it to the cheek. Cream blush, so cream products tend to look a little more natural on the skin. And since I'm not taking a lot and I'm blending it into my skin, like I said, it doesn't come off as stark as it looks in the pan. Then what I'm going to do, because we like to use products in more than one area, I'm going to take this and just run it over my eyes, just so that my eyes can have a pop of color. So I'm just taking a flat shader brush. This is from AOA Studio. It's $1. It's the E113 blending or shader brush. And I'm just going to pack this over my eyelid just so that my eyes have some color. So now we're going to go in with a eyeliner. You all know I love a good brown eyeliner, so when I saw her using MAC's Kohl and Teddy, I was like, cha-ching. It's one of my favorite eyeliners ever. And so take any brown eyeliner, or if you prefer black, then take black. And we're just going to do a nice tight line on our eyelid. You don't have to be precise here, because once you get that on your eyelid, then you're going to take a smudge brush or any type of eye brush. I'm actually using a flat shader, but I'm using the tip of it, and you're just going to smudge that out. So that's why I said that line doesn't have to be precise. Just get the eyeliner on your eye and then smudge it out. Now we're done with the eyes. So let's go in with a little bit of bronzer. The reason why we're going to take a little bit of bronzer is because you might have some creasing on your under eye even though we applied powder. That's just because that naturally occurs unless your under eyes don't crease. So take your bronzer, whatever bronzer you like. I'm taking the Hoola, the Benefit Hoola bronzer in Caramel, and you're just going to run that right along your lower lash line like so. This will give you a nice little bit of depth to the lower lash line, but also if you do have some creasing, you can take that powder and just run it across there and diffuse the crease that might be forming. So now we're going to go in with a Peachy Highlight. So I'm using the MAC Cosmetics Here Comes Joy highlight. You're going to take any Peachy Highlight and you're going to apply that to the area where we applied the Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless Filter, just to set our highlight and then also to intensify it a smidge. So we don't, well, if you want a stark highlight, girlfriend, go for it. I'm going to do a noticeable highlight, not a stark one, but a noticeable one. Now I'm going to do my brows off camera and I'll be right back. I'm going to use the Covergirl Ultrafine Brow Pencil in the shade Soft Brown. Okay, brows are done. Now I'm going to add some mascara. So I'm going to go in with the L'Oreal Unlimited Mascara in black. And yo, this mascara is good. It reminds me a lot of the IT Cosmetics Superhero Mascara, which I really, really love. And that one I think is $22. And this one, I think this one's around $10 or $11, but if you can get a coupon for it, which y'all know I live by CVS and their coupons, you can get it much cheaper. I actually got this mascara free because I had a lot of coupons at CVS. So I'm going in with the second coat of this mascara because I'm not going to put on any false eyelashes. Mascara is done, and the final product that we need are some lips. So I'm going to go in, where did I put them? I'm going to go in with the lip combo that I've been rocking hard with for the past week. It is the Burt's Bees liquid lipstick in the shade Peony Puddle. And I love the Burt's Bees liquid lipsticks because they don't feel like liquid lipsticks on the lips. Even when they dry down, they feel more like a cream lipstick, which I actually prefer. I put this down first and then I go in with the Maybelline lipstick in Baddest Beige. And I'm going to apply that right in the center of my lips. Blend it together. And my look is done. Get some setting spray. I'm going to go with the Morphe Continuous Setting Spray Mist. And y'all, our look is done. This, like I said, I love this type of look because it's a fresh face. I feel like I have dewy skin, but I get to let my face breathe. And as someone who wears makeup pretty much every day of the week, I do need to take time to let my skin breathe. But I still want to look put together. So I thought this technique was great. I was like, thank you, Desi, for making something like this. Because I've seen videos like this where people use concealer to spot conceal, but I felt it looked so like obvious that there was concealer on different parts of their face. And then I also felt like the look didn't really come together in the end, and I feel like this look came together in the end. I thought it was great. So high five to Desi. Thank you so much for making this video. I hope that you enjoyed this video and you were able to look at your stash and figure out products that you could use to recreate the look. I think it would be great if you did, and if you did, definitely let me know. Give this video a thumbs up, comment down below letting me know how you liked it and if you think that you're going to do it yourself. And then of course subscribe to my channel. I would love to have you here and be a part of this little corner of YouTube that we have here. So thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye guys. I'm going to take my hard candy all Just Glow All Over Body Luminizer, and I have the shade Champagne, and I just added some luminizer here and on my shoulders, and I don't know if you can see it. I think you can see the glow, but you know, especially when it gets warmer, we can have our little chest out and our shoulders out. I feel like this would be a really good touch to add to the look of this fresh, dewy face that's natural, but it's still, you know, va-va-voom.